teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mon now off of play action.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Breida. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Matt Breida. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And they go play action here. Mon.
Flushed out right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now Mon. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. So, Charles, it'll take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Mon looks to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing is Hurts.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, here's Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They'll try to run with Breida. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond escaping the pressure right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Throw left side complete. That's Hines.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Here's Mond.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mond going to throw it.
Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action with Hurts.
Check down to Breida. And down he'll go at the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down. Mond looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Mond. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 114 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Mond. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mond.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, 41 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st down, here's Mon. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
But it'll be 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, what a move. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
59 mark, check, 59. We're pretty quiet, team, we're pretty quiet. Watch the eye. Hey, watch the eye.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give here to Pollard, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you. And I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Mike 5'9", let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 17, Hurts. It's complete to Hopkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Under 10, 59 mark. Watch the out, watch the out.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. You 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Showing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Going
absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and throw for it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack.
Mond got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 20. To victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.